Hey y'all, it's Katie. Welcome back to From My Vanity, and welcome to a bit of a different video for me, especially when it comes to Boxycharm unboxings. I had every intention of keeping to my usual schedule of sharing my unboxing and review boxings around the 8th of the month. That's typically when I would post it in the past. If you didn't know, I have been on Boxycharm's PR list for about a year, I want to say, maybe a little over, maybe a little under, but it's been a good while, at least in my book for mom brain. It feels like forever, but I've been on their PR list for a while, and so I would get their boxes very early in the month, and we always had a date, the 8th. We could not post before the 8th, but after that we could upload and share and do whatever we wanted with the products that we got. So typically my unboxing videos and my review videos always went up around the 8th, roughly. But this month, it's now the 16th of the month, and I still haven't put up a video, and I was kind of like, you know what, I should at least get on here, kind of explain a little bit, and still give you guys the reviews from last month. So I wish I could explain and let you guys know what happened exactly, but basically, I never got my box, and I'm not really sure what happened. I don't know if I've been removed from the PR list, or if there was a mess up. I was talking with a couple other influencers that I know. We have a chat group, or not chat group, but like a Facebook group. But I asked them there, I was like, is anyone else missing their box? Because maybe I've just been removed from the PR list and that's why I haven't gotten it. Because when you're removed, you're not always informed that they are removing you. So I asked, and a bunch of people were missing it or just said they got it very late. One person said that there was some kind of mix up or change up with the system that they use for sending out PR and keeping track of who's on the PR list. And they said a lot of people accidentally got removed who weren't supposed to be removed. So I don't know what's happening. I have sent 2 emails to the one contact that I do have, and I haven't heard back. I'm gonna try to reach out a couple more times just to see if I can touch base and see like, hey, did you guys just remove me? Or was this an accident? If it's an accident, can I give you my information again? I was gonna have to contact them soon anyway because we are literally about to leave in like 2 months, and I would have had to change up my address. But at the time of filming this, I haven't been able to get a hold of anyone, so I don't know. I'm assuming at this point, with it being the 16th, I don't think my box is coming. So I didn't just want to stay silent and not at least give you guys reviews, because I did test out the products that I got last month, so I can at least share with you my reviews of those. But I did want to explain to you guys why I don't have an unboxing this month and why I won't have a review or unboxing next month. Hopefully I'll be able to contact someone within the next few months and kind of figure out what happened. But I mean, if I'm removed from PR, that's okay. I have been, it's like on and off again relationship. I was on their PR list in like the 2014 to 15, and then I was removed from it. Then I got put back on last year. Yeah, it was like last year. But if I got removed again, you know, that's fine. I'm not sitting here complaining that I got removed. I totally understand. Boxycharm is a business and they tend to cut people when they don't see return on investment, that kind of thing. That's okay. I get it. But I just kind of want to explain to you guys, and also to kind of put feelers out there and see if I have been officially removed from the PR list. Are you guys going to miss my Boxycharm review and unboxing videos? Would you like me to subscribe to it? I don't plan to subscribe to it, at least for a couple of months while we're coming up here on the move. There's just a lot going on. I don't want to have to worry about boxes coming in the mail, so I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to like renew my subscription until at least we're down and settled in Florida. But when we're down there, if you guys do miss it and if you would like to continue seeing those, let me know down in the comments. Or if there was another box you were wanting me to get and start showing on my channel, let me know that too. I'm just kind of open to hearing what you guys have in mind for what you want to see as far as subscription boxes, because I do enjoy getting subscription boxes. I don't like sample size or like the little tiny like Ipsy, or I know like Ipsy just expanded theirs, but like Ipsy or Sephora Play, I'm not into tiny little stuff. I'd rather just get full size and spend, you know, maybe double the price, $20, get full size price. I've thought about trying FabFitFun a few times, but I don't know, the lifestyle kind of scares me, because usually the lifestyle that I see included in the box I have no interest in, so I tend to just like to stick to the makeup. But let me know what you guys would like to see. I'm very open. As I said, I really enjoy getting a subscription box. I don't want to go crazy and get a bunch, but I do like getting at least once a month a little surprise in the mail. Spend 20 bucks or so, 30 bucks. I don't know. I was thinking about the Tribe subscription box because that has been really catching my eye a lot. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know there's not going to be a May unboxing for me. I'm a little bummed because that Pure palette looked like a lot of fun, but your girl has tons of palettes to keep her busy. I'm okay over here. But yeah, with that explanation out of the way, let's go ahead and jump on into my reviews. Okay, first up, let's talk about the Wander Beauty Lift Off Purifying and Brightening Peel Off Mask. I use this at least 5 times. Oh yeah, I was gonna scoot over. 1 second. Here we go. I was gonna scoot over so I could put a little video of my daughter taking it off. This was her favorite part. Like, I would put it on and she would get so excited and a little grossed out, to be honest, to get to peel it off. But anyway, yeah. It's a little more painful when you have your kids do it because she doesn't know to like stay close to the skin, so she just like pulled straight off. But besides that, you know, besides the aspect of her just pulling it straight, I really didn't find it painful at all to remove. Now keep in mind that I'm someone who waxes my face probably every, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 months. It depends, just whenever I have time, but definitely at least a good 2 months I feel like goes by before I get around to waxing my face again. But I just want to show you that I've used it probably 5 times and there's still a good bit left. Like there's not a ton, but it's still a decent amount. It was a fun experience. I didn't really feel like it helped improve my skin at all throughout the month. Like I said, I at least 5 times, maybe 6 in the past month. So I feel like that was a good bit to kind of get a feel to see if this did anything. And I didn't use any other masks during that time. And I felt like I broke out a little bit more, but I can't tell you if it's this product or if it's stress or if it's hormones around my period. I don't know why, but it was never anything like intense, like a bunch of breakouts for me to be able to say like, yes, I'm reacting to something in this. It was more so just like 1, 2 here, and then I get another one here. It was more of that kind of thing. So I don't know if maybe that was this working and bringing things to the surface that needed to come out. I really can't tell you, but I did notice that I felt like this past month I had a couple more breakouts and issues on my skin than I typically do. But like I said, keep in mind, I'm about to move. We're trying to sell our house here. My husband's still in residency. I got a lot to do. I got the 2 kids. And on top of that, like my period came back, so I'm getting all those different hormones every month. I can't tell you if it's this or not, but that's the only experience I have on this product. I don't think I'm going to really continue. I don't know. I know Jen Loves Reviews said something about peel-off masks not being the best for you. And she said, you know, if you want to use a peel-off mask, use it, but then just wash it off. And that just seems like, I don't know, not too much work, but it just takes the fun out of it for me, so I don't really want to use it. And since I do wax my face, I'm like, since I'm waxing and pulling at my face, you know, every couple months anyway, maybe I shouldn't be adding to it with a peel-off mask, and I'll just stick to my charcoal mud mask or whatever. But yeah, I'm kind of scared to continue using it. It was fun. It's nice to pull off. It's something fun, you know, for my kids. So maybe if Olivia asks again to peel off a mask, I can pull this out. But I don't foresee myself sticking to it for any longer since I've already kind of tested it out. And I don't really know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. Like I said, don't really want to continue using it since Jen Loves Reviews was sharing some information about how peeling, you know, peel-off masks can do more harm than good with the act of pulling on your face. And like I said, I wax, so if I have to pull on my face, I'd rather remove hair than just take off a fun mask, if that makes sense. So yeah, not really sure what I'm going to do with the rest of this, but I don't know. My thoughts are just, it's okay. It was kind of fun. It wasn't painful. I've had some peel-off masks that were painful. This was not at all. Keep in mind, I waxed my face, so all I have is peach fuzz. I haven't waxed my face in like at least 2-3 months, so I have a good bit of peach fuzz, but I didn't think this was painful at all to remove, so it was fun. I would never repurchase it though, and I don't really know if it's worth the money. I didn't look at the ingredients or anything, but I don't know. Can't really tell you. It does have acai fruit extract, which I hear is really good for your body. I have no idea what it does on your skin, but I do know it's good for you to eat. I'm not saying you should eat this, but anyway, moving on. Next, we got these 2 MODA brushes in last month's box, and I actually really did end up enjoying the blush brush, which totally surprised me because I thought out of these 2 brushes, I would love this one and wouldn't know what to do with this one. Someone did leave a comment, I believe it was Joe. I think so, but she said that she uses this to get like the dust from between her keyboard, which is a great idea if you have this little brush. But actually, it's really phenomenal for very pigmented blushes. I was using my Lorac blush and then also Note Cosmetics, and they're both extremely pigmented. So typically, the typical type of blush brushes that I would use, I would have to be so light and then spend so much time blending to make sure I don't come away with clown cheeks because that's not my preference. But with this, I could pick it up, knock it off, and then just dust it over. And it was such a light dust on your face that it blended it in so nicely, very effortlessly, and airbrush. Like you didn't have the harsh lines of where your blush stopped and whatnot because this is so, I don't know, flimsy and like not dense. It was really nice to just kind of flick here and then flick here, and my blush was on, and I didn't have to worry about overdoing it with too much blush since I was working with very pigmented blushes. So I actually ended up loving this one and not really using this one. And I think mainly because this is a powder brush, but it's this dome shape, and I tend to like flat, more duochrome brushes when I'm applying my finishing powder or any type of powder on top of my liquid foundation. I like a more stamping action than blending because in my mind, like I've just put down a liquid foundation. I don't want to be moving it around. I'd rather tap my powder in and be done so I'm not messing up that liquid foundation. So this just isn't my preference, but I did use it a couple times. I actually used this to apply bronzer one day, and I kind of like that, just kind of roughly taking it around my face. It was nice, but overall between these two brushes, I definitely like this one more. I know this is like $30. Yeah, it is $30, which I feel like is expensive. I would say kind of look at their other brushes. MODA in general is a really good quality brand. I have a crease brush from them I absolutely love. Oh, and by the way, I'm now a MODA maven. I have a coupon code with MODA. I'll put it on the screen. I don't remember. I think it's just Lady Katie, but I'll put it on the screen and I'll put how much it gets you off. But I am a part of their affiliate program, so if you use my code, I'll make money and you'll get money off of your order. But that's exciting because I love their crease brush so much. Like if that brush is clean, that's the first blending brush that I get dirty because it's so nice. So, I mean, these are nice. If you really like them, wait for a sale, use a code and get them as cheap as possible. But if they have, like if MODA has other sets that are the same style brush but cheaper, get them, because I think you're just paying for the collab with Boxycharm or just this set. Because I feel like everyone who's pulled this out and have any kind of experience with MODA has been surprised at the price. So I don't know why it's so expensive. So if they are like having this for sale on Boxycharm's website or MODA's website, try and wait for a sale because while it's great quality, I don't know, I just feel like it's kind of pricey, especially for it being such kind of mini brushes because these are shorter than typical size brushes. I don't know, the price is the only con for me with this little set, and the fact that I only use and really love this one brush. Like this is nice, yes, but I wish you could just buy it single and then I would just say recommend this brush. But if you have a type of flimsy little, I don't even know, it makes me think of like a fossil brush. Like it's so tiny and flimsy like that. But if you have one of those, try it out for blush because it's really nice. And I think the angle of this brush also is really nice to just kind of with your pigmented blush and not go overboard. Next, let's talk about this Appeal Liquid Eyeshadow. I did not like this. Gonna say hate, but it's not quite so strong. I really didn't like this. I tried it so many different ways, and while it is a gorgeous metallic finish or metallic look to your eyes, it's really, really pretty. Like so pretty and reflective. Like look at that, so beautiful. For one, it's very sheer, so if you're gonna swipe that on top of your eye, you want to make sure you have some type of base or it'll look weird because you'll see your eyelid or whatever color is in your crease, you'll see that underneath it. You can't really tell in this swatch just because it's so reflective, but I can clearly see my hand under that. But on top of it being sheer, if there is any movement or creasing or folding to whatever you put it on, like an eyelid, it will crack and flake off like nobody's business. Anytime I wore this, I always, like if I just put it on my eyelid, I would get such bad creasing, especially in this side, but like right here where the crease meets, and it wouldn't just like crease and just look all crackly. It would crease, crack, and then fall off so you would have bare spots. Not cute. I tried using this also for my crease and just doing the line that I like, and that was better because I feel like you couldn't tell the creasing and the cracking as much because it's just one line. It's not as obvious when it started to crease and crack and fall off. You kind of saw a little bit of less metallic-y kind of finish because it was chunking off and there were areas that were missing, so it looked a little less shiny and reflective, but overall you couldn't tell as much as when you put it all over your eyelid that your eye look was basically falling off your face. So well, this was really pretty and I had high expectations from it, especially considering the price tag. No, I did not enjoy it. It's really pretty, but my favorite way was using it as an inner corner highlight. If you have it, that's how I would recommend getting some use out of it because at least for me with my eyelids, I have oily eyelids, I have somewhat relatively hooded eyes. Like this eye is a lot more hooded, but this eye still has a significant crease there. It just didn't work for me, so this was a huge dud. We also got the OFRA Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick. I forget what shade I got, but it was some type of pinky metallic, which just no, I didn't really want it, so I put that in my giveaway pile. I don't have that to review, but the last one in my box was the CoverFX Perfector Face Palette, and I got the palette light medium, which I was very happy about. I know there was a bit of drama with mixing up because they have two different types, light medium and then medium deep. Some people got the wrong palette for their skin tone, but I did get my correct palette, and this is what it looks like, and it was a really nice palette, but it retails for $45. And I know it's available on like Sephora, maybe Ulta. I didn't like it that much. Now, if you got it in your Boxycharm, I feel like you will love it and get a lot of use out of it. But if you are someone who doesn't have a face palette and you are trying to decide what face palette to spend the money on and purchase, I like the Smashbox Cali Contour palette more. And I'll put a picture here. This is what it looks like, and I felt like that was just so much more versatile for me and my skin tone at least than this one was. With this palette, the problem is that I only use the blush, this highlight if I wanted a very natural highlight, or this highlight if I wanted a blinding highlight, and the bronzer. And to be honest, if I just wanted to use my favorites from this palette, I would only use the blush, the bronzer, and this highlight, because this highlight was too pinky. But even this highlight, while it matched my skin tone, it was so subdued, I had to spend too long building it up for me to really see much, and it just wasn't worth it. And with this being such a nice, beautiful, blinding type of highlight, like it is blindingly beautiful. It takes no work to, well, bam, you have a highlight on your face. With that being in the palette, I just would always opt for this one, except for the few times that I was like, no, Katie, you just need this because you need to see how well it lasts throughout the day. And I would make myself wear this. And while everything lasted nicely, I thought the blush lasted really nicely and the highlights lasted really nicely. The contour was a little more iffy, like depending on the foundation. If I had a really good foundation, it would stay, but if I had one that allowed more oils to come through, I felt like my face just ate the contour. It like would just look splotchy or almost gone. It was really odd. But overall, it was a nice palette, lasted pretty darn well. But with that in mind, me only really enjoying and loving 3 out of the 6 in here, it's just not worth it for me if I was to go out and spend $45 on this. I just like my Cali Contour palette so much more because I can use every shade in there except the one darker highlight. So what's that, 5 out of the 6? That just seems more worth it for me. And I do have to note that I did try that finishing powder as a finishing powder all over my face, and I looked so ridiculous that day with weird splotches of glitter on my face. It was terrible. Like and it just would land in the weirdest areas. Like I took a very light, like not a dense brush and just lightly, you know, set my face with it, and I got like glitter chunks here. My forehead looked really glittery. I looked like what is it, Edward Cullen, like Cullen's the vampire or something when he steps into the sunlight. I just felt like I was glittering all over my face. That's not a look that I go for. If it's a look you go for, get this palette and it will give it to you. But no, that's not a look I go for. And a lot of people said, well, maybe it's just a overspray. I have swirled my finger in here so much to see if I can kind of just see beyond the glitter in here. And every time I do, I see more glitter. So if it's an overspray, it's a deep one. And I'm not going to use it enough to get down there. And it's also an interesting color because I feel like it's a little pinky, and that's definitely not an undertone I have. So overall, like, this is a nice palette. If you got this in your Boxycharm, I definitely think you can get good use out of it. And if you hated everything else in your box, at least you would get the $20 worth out of this. But if you're someone who doesn't have Boxycharm and you want to know if this is worth going out and spending $45 or maybe $40 if you got it on sale or something, but going out and spending your money at, you know, the CoverFX website or at Sephora, do I think it's worth it then? I would say no. My recommendation would be to pick up the Smashbox Cali Contour palette. All right, so there are all my reviews from my March Boxycharm. I hope they were helpful for you, not only interesting, you know, if you're looking to get Boxycharm, but also if you were interested in any of these products. I hope these reviews help you kind of determine if they're worth the money for you outside of Boxycharm, you know, Boxycharm having nothing to do with it, just testing these products for the products and considering the retail price. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know what you'd like to see in future. If I am no longer on their PR list, I'm a little more unsure about what's gonna happen, and I would love to hear your feedback. If there's another box you want me to look at, or if you want to just continue seeing Boxycharm on my channel, definitely let me know all your thoughts down below. I cannot wait to hear from you guys. But yeah, this video is a little weird for me because I wasn't sure how to, I don't know, I didn't know if I should just leave it and continue on and just not even do these reviews and just keep on pushing, but I figured I should at least address why I didn't upload a new unboxing video since I have been doing it for so very long. But anyway, thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye guys.